Was that when he was Rocky Maivia?
Yep.
And then, like, he became big after he turned heel?
Well, he became big because he was able to actually talk to the crowd like that. So one of the things, like, they did an analysis of... I laugh every time I see that clip of him. I'm gonna wait until this clip finishes up. It's hard to think while he's talking. Okay. When he was a face, one of his instructions was to not engage the crowd when they were booing him.
Okay.
So, you know, obviously you can't yell back, you can't do anything. He just had to smile and take it.
Right.
And so eventually they're like, yeah, this isn't working. You're going to be a heel now. And so he had a lot of pent-up frustration.
So it was like some of that like hostility to the audience that was genuine?
Yeah. But he was able to work that into his natural charm and charisma.
Okay.
And so when he would talk back and, you know, yell back at the crowd, then they got into it. Like, he went from a guy they hated to a guy they loved to hate to a guy they loved. And it's actually funny. It's the same as the same story that Stone Cold Steve Austin had. Here, we'll get this Undertaker match started.
Didn't he have some really bizarre gimmick where he was like an ice cream man or something?
He did.
Chili
I don't
McFreeze?
know. I want to say something like Sunday Person Steve Austin.
I think it was like Chili McFreeze.
Oh god, I think that might be it.
If I remember. Kane.
But they were like, yeah, this nice guy persona doesn't work for you, so we're gonna do something else. You're a great wrestler. Why don't you join the stable with Ted DiBiase, and you'll just be a technical performer. And so he was the ringmaster or taskmaster or something like that. Ringmaster. And he never said anything, and he was a great performer, but the fans just were like, okay, well, I'm bored. And then they were like, okay, well, this is your last shot. We really don't know what to do, so just go out there and be an asshole. So he's like, okay, I'm Stone Cold Steve Austin, and I'm going to just be a giant dick, spray beer all over people.
Okay. Now, this is our first time you've seen Kane in this game.
Yes.
This is way back when he still had the mask on. Because he was supposed to be, like, horribly disfigured under the mask, right?
Yes.
Like, his face had been burned off.
Yep. And if I remember right, I think for a little while after they unmasked him, he did have this, like, makeup
like he was all scarred.
Get up like he was scarred.
What's Darth Undertaker coming out, I see.
I believe this was the Ministry.
Okay, this is
right?
Ministry.
During the Ministry.
This, you know what this kind of looks like? I mean, it's a decent costume and everything, but it kind of looks like some sort of, like, alternate, like, version they would make of a character to sell more action figures.
I know, yeah. Like, it's really hard to imagine him wearing that to the ring all the time. Because it just kind of looks ridiculous.
It is a bit much.
It's very showy, which has always been his style, but it's like, I don't know, I figured, like, some bits of it were also understated, you know?
Yeah, I mean, he was like very theatrical and stuff, but he'd wear all, you know, dark colors and everything, and having all these glittery jewel stars on his chest doesn't really work. At least not for me.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Also, his face appears to be purple now. I mean, it's kind of too wizard cloak looking to be.
I know, yeah. It reminds me of, like,
Undertaker is now a level 12 mage.
Did you ever see Megamind?
No.
Oh, it's that animated one with Will Ferrell. But it looks like Megamind's cape, where he has the super high collar. Just looks like a corny supervillain cape.
Yeah, I like the more classic sort of, it's like the suit and the gloves. And...
So, do you think Glenn Jacobs just lost his hair, or like what do you think the deal is?
What do you mean?
Because he clearly has hair
Oh
at this
yeah.
point.
I don't know. Good question. He had to
Like,
sacrifice his hair to regenerate his face.
Yeah, do you think he lost his hair and just sacrificed the hair to generate his face?
To heal all the scars on his face, he couldn't spare the life force to keep growing hair at the same time. So
Yeah.
that or he did some moonlighting as a luchador and lost a hair match.
It's possible. Somebody pointed out to me, actually, it was OSW review. Kane has, like, despite being the Undertaker's brother and feared by pretty much everybody as equally as the Undertaker, pretty much has the opposite of the streak at WrestleMania.
Does he?
Yeah, he loses, like, very often. I think he has, like, a 60% loss rate at WrestleMania.
Really?
I know, like, some of the times he's won were, like, tag matches.
Okay.
Or team matches. I know there's a tag match he had with the Undertaker.
You said? What you say? Team matches?
What's that?
You say team matches?
Yeah.
I swear, for a thought, I thought you said teen matches, and
Yes.
I was getting ready to deactivate the Google Hangouts and call the police.
Go into the Google Hideouts.
Yeah, that's right. That's a typo from our early IM conversation that people have no context for, but yes.
No, just don't give them context. Let them think Google Hideouts is a thing.
It's standard, classic horror. What you don't know is what makes it scarier. But okay, now are you playing as Kane or of course you're playing as Undertaker. There's a streak. What am I doing? Now what are your objectives?
I have to hit Kane with a choke slam and then 3 pile drivers.
3 pile drivers.
Oh shit.
Oh.
So here's just the old school.
Now, what was their backstory supposed to be? Like, they were brothers, and then, like, there was a fire, and Kane was...
The full backstory is something like they were brothers, and it was, I believe, the Undertaker who started a fire in the family mortuary.
Okay, yeah.
That ended up killing their parents, and badly burning Kane.
Okay.
Kane is only his half-brother, I think.
By different fathers?
Yeah, because his father is Paul Bearer.
Whoa, okay. Kane's father is Paul Bearer?
Kane's father is Paul Bearer.
Okay. Do they ever say who the Undertaker's is?
I don't think so. And then, like, they always grapple back and forth, like, usually over who's... Like, every time Kane is there, Kane is almost always the heel.
Right, yeah.
I honest to God can't remember the last time Kane was booked as the good guy.
Now, was Kane's relationship with Katie Vick before or after his face was burned off?
It had to have been after, because they were both kids, I think.
Yeah, that's true, so yeah, he must have been a pretty charming guy if...
It had to have been.
Still picking up chicks with no...
Like, it just leaves so many questions. Like, okay, so if the Undertaker has the biker taker side, does Kane have one?
Does he have a biker Kane persona?
It's a valid question.
I want to see that. Now I want to see that. Yeah, badass biker Kane.
I mean, they have corporate Kane, which is the closest they've come to it. But like, Kane still summons as corporate Kane. He still summons fire. He's still called the devil's favorite demon. So it's like it's not like he's stopped being evil Kane. It's just he's also got a suit. It just confuses the hell out of me.
He's a respectably employed spawn of Satan.
Well, yeah, he's now like the director of operations.
Okay.
Like right beneath Triple H, who's the COO.
So Triple H is the Skeletor, and
yes, and Kane is, I guess, like, I don't know.
I haven't seen that show recently enough to.
It's so complicated.
The Evil La, or whatever that chick's name was. I guess.
What's that?
I don't remember the name. What was the name of that evil chick?
Which one?
I don't know. On He-Man, maybe I'm having flashbacks to the He-Man movie with Dolph Lundgren now.
Oh.
That might not be in the same continuity. I haven't checked. I'm sure there's a rich narrative tapestry there. Okay.
Oh, he's countering. No.
Oh no! Oh,
That's a
cool
God damn it.
That's a cool reversal.
It is a cool reversal. And I'm pretty sure is accurate to real life. I'm fairly certain that reversal happened. Oh, I'm getting 2 tombstones. This is bullshit.
Now, okay, so now Paul Bearer is currently on Kane's side.
Yes.
I remember that being the case. I don't really remember why.
I think it's because Kane is his son.
Oh, okay.
I'm really tempted to fuck the historical objectives
And
because I need to hit 3 more pile drivers, and I'm pretty sure he's about to hit me with a choke slam through my chest.
Oh. I don't really want to think about Paul Bearer procreating. Oh, yes!
Don't.
Yes!
Great. Why do you have to make everything wrestling I know so creepy?
It's not my fault. They're the one who proposed the idea of Kane being his
They
son.
started it.
I mean, it's not like I invented 7 either. I mean,
You showed me 7.
I didn't.
You're at least partially responsible.
I didn't walk into Vince. I didn't walk into Eric Bischoff's office and say, "Hey, what if Dustin Rhodes is like Hellraiser, is like Pinhead from Hellraiser, but also a pedophile?" Money right there.
What if blank, but also a pedophile?
That's the classic wrestling formula. Oh, this is. It's only too appropriate that it's during the Undertaker versus Kane match that this Let's Play has taken such a horrific turn, I suppose.
Yes.
We need to lighten the mood somehow.
God damn it, let me old school you. There we go. I know he has more than one signature move, but I'm not about to pause the game and look it up.
You doing
Yeah, Kane just started wearing progressively less and less.
That's true, he did. Well,
He should be.
we need to up Kane's sex appeal somehow. We need to increase our female viewership.
Oh man, you were not around for the hilarious Kane Daniel Bryan storyline. That was amazing. I actually just today bought a WWE licensed shirt. So it was around that time when Kane was less demonic and more like a joke character.
Okay.
Kane was put into anger management class with Daniel Bryan, who is he's just like a shorter wrestler. His gimmick at the time was that he was also vegan.
That's a weird
as
gimmick. That's kind of a weird wrestling gimmick.
Yeah, well, they were experimenting with his character. They didn't really have a clear-cut idea how to handle him. They tried a lady killer gimmick, which really fell flat. Then they just tried.
Was this like you mean like in the romantic sense, or was he like a literal lady killer like Kane?
No, like a romantic sense. Like He had women with him constantly, and it was really weird because Daniel Bryan's actually very charismatic. He's just clearly not comfortable with a bunch of ladies hanging off him.
Okay.
Also, he was shorter than most of them. He's like 5'10". So then they pushed this arrogance gimmick, which actually ends up working because he had severe anger problems and would scream at the fans. Okay. And so he got put into this anger management class with Kane. And so he and Kane are working on stuff like an anger collage.
Anger collage?
And having to work through their differences verbally.
Okay.
And their doctor, Dr. Shelby, kept trying.
Victory.
What's that?
You're victorious, I see.
Yeah.
But back to Kane's education.
The Dr. Shelby character had them constantly hugging Daniel Bryan and Kane to solve their anger issues. And so the shirt is like a child drawing of Kane in his big tights and dumb mask, and Daniel Bryan, who's like 2 feet shorter than him,
Yeah.
and it says "Hug It Out" on it with a rainbow. Eventually, they became the tag team champions and were like the most popular tag team for like a year.
Did they hug in the ring a lot, or?
Oh yeah, all the time. Like pretty much after every match.
I meant that as a joke, but okay.
I know. Well, well, like they make fun of it. They have Edge come back, I think, like as a guest GM or something.
Okay.
And he's like, what the hell's wrong with you? Kane, do you remember who you are? Because you used to be like a monster. You interrupted my wedding and tombstoned a priest. And he's like,